I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're diving into a joyful, laugh out loud story for kids and parents alike. It's called Where is Wyatt? And it's written by a terrific author. Her name is Ashley Kidd, and she has penned a heartwarming children's book about a mischievous toddler whose curious adventures will have young readers giggling with every page. It is a celebration of childhood imagination, playful mischief, and the loving chaos that comes with raising a curious child. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her on TV today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Ashley, great to see you here today. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Logan. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Glad to have you on the show. It's a wonderful book. Is Wyatt based on a real life child in your life? I'm assuming yes, but who knows?
It is, yes. Yes, he's real, very real.
Is his name Wyatt?
His name is Wyatt, yes.
Okay. Is it your son?
He is my son, yes. Our
Okay, tell us
three-year-old
about, it's
son.
like 20 questions now. I'm giving you one little question at a time. Tell us about Wyatt and his curious nature and how he inspired this book.
Yes. So Wyatt is very energetic. He is always on the go. Um, I want to say when he was 2, he started these curious acts all around the house. And still to this day, we're still chasing after Wyatt. One time I went to the bathroom and I came back out, and Wyatt had um, stuck himself in the floor vent, waist up, and I was just like, "What's going on here? How are you doing
Ah,
this?" It was hilarious. So I had to get
yeah.
that on camera. And then when he started to continue to put himself in the oddest places around the house, so like he would open up the dishwasher and he'd sit on top of the dishwasher door, or he'd climb inside the refrigerator, or climb inside the cabinets, or inside the dryer, just like playfully playing. It was just like all of these oddest places around the house that were so funny, and it just that's where it started. So I was like, nobody's going to believe me if I don't put this on paper. So that's how we got started, and that is where Wyatt was born. Where
It's
is Wyatt?
amazing. What a little mischievous little guy you got there. Who needs a puppy when you got a Wyatt? Because he gets into enough trouble. Seeing him in the floor vent, though, had to be
The
a little bit scary because, you don't know how far down he's going to slip, right?
Yes, and let me elaborate on that. So, as
Okay.
far as the floor vent goes, it is like this deep. There's nothing
Okay.
else in there. So, yes, it was very safe, by the
I
way.
don't want to find
But
him in the middle of a flu or something like that, you know?
he was
Yeah.
standing up in it. There's nothing else there. Yeah. So, I
Okay.
just couldn't believe he was fitting in this small little space. It was just hilarious. And I couldn't believe he figured it out. I was like, how in the world? So,
So the
anyway,
author credit for this book should be by Ashley and Wyatt Kidd, because
exactly.
he's
Yes.
not only inspiration, he pretty much came up with every scene you might ever want to pen, right?
That is so true. Yes, very
Awesome, awesome.
much.
So what was it like taking Wyatt's real life hijinks and turning them into a book that children would enjoy, learn from, and hopefully not emulate?
Yeah. It was really cool. It was, this book is just, it's just general fun, humorous, and wholesome. That's really all there is to it. And it's just very relatable to a lot of parents that have toddlers, because a lot of purchasers who purchased this book is saying, "Oh my gosh, this is so relatable. This is exactly what my toddler does." So it's what toddlers are doing out there around the world. So,
Exactly.
and then
They don't call it terrible twos for nothing, right?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Without it.
so
Yeah.
when seeing it all come together, it's just very cool. And then, the illustrations, and seeing the parents, like I said, being able to be relatable to it, it warms my heart. It's very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. How old is Wyatt now?
He is 3. Wyatt is
Okay,
3. Yeah.
and has he calmed down a little bit?
No, absolutely not. Still finding places to hide in, still running around all over the place, climbing up doors and all kinds of things. He's just all
Amazing.
over. Yeah.
Amazing. I think he really wants to be an only child. I think that's why he's acting like this.
Yes,
That could be it.
probably.
That could be. Why do you think kids love stories with a hide and seek element or a peekaboo element so much?
I think it keeps them curious.
Mm.
So I think they're wondering. They want to figure out where they're going to hide next.
And it
Curious. So
makes it
yeah,
interactive in a way, right?
yes,
Yeah.
very interactive. Yes, when
Yeah.
talking about that, at the end of the book, there is an interactive game that asks, "Can you list all the places that Wyatt was found?" And so I think that's really fun for the kids, and it keeps them remembering where he's hiding and writing it down and taking the time to fill it out. They really enjoy that.
Great. I agree. I agree 100%. They love guessing what's going to be on the next page or where Wyatt might be and that kind of stuff. The
Yeah.
illustrations are great. Tell us about getting those together.
Thank you. So I can't take full credit for the illustrations. I didn't
Mhm.
actually draw them. I have to give credit to my publisher for that. But I did direct them on the illustrations. So telling them exactly what to draw, the colors to use, where to position the characters, and things like that. So
Awesome. So it's basically your direction, your vision, and they actually execute it, which is
yes,
fun, bringing your story to life. Have you envisioned Where's Wyatt as a cartoon or some kind of animated feature for kids?
yes,
Yeah.
animated for sure. Yes,
Yeah, I think it'd be great. You've got a great little curious guy who's winding up in all sorts of places, and it's almost like a Dennis the Menace kind of thing, but younger. So
yes.
I think that would be terrific without a doubt. So Hollywood, if you're listening, Nickelodeon, Hulu, whatever,
Please.
Netflix, here's a book that's ready to go. It's got a great story and it's got a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and kids just love it. Is there a message that you hope parents and kids take away from the story?
Um, you know, uh, I can say is just have patience with
Yeah.
your children and let them, be free to explore in their own way.
Mhm.
Um, because this is how children um, grow and learn about curiosity, and they're just in general just having fun because they're kids,
Yeah.
and so I like to say, let kids be kids until they're like 6 or 7 before you rush them off to school and they're sitting in school desks for 8 hours a day and in one room. Just let them be free and enjoy who they are
I
you
agree
know
100%. I think you're actually kind of like stifling them if you're like on them to be quote unquote the perfect child. There is no model child, there is no perfect child. And if you meet one, it's probably a boring child.
Yeah.
Enjoy, yeah, enjoy the adventure, the fun, the abandon that a child plays with. I think that's great. I mean, you see
Yeah.
parents in restaurants so uptight because their kid's making a fuss or throwing something. It's just like, it doesn't bother anyone, you know?
Exactly. And you don't always want to be the no person. You don't want to say no, no this, no, get down, don't do that, don't do this. Like you're in your own home. This is their space. This is what they know. Just let them roam. As long as they're
Exactly.
safe, let them roam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree. I agree. I feel this book can really help kids foster some early reading skills. Was that one of your goals as well?
When I had written it, it wasn't something in my mind, but I definitely can agree to that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because, kids love things repeated to them. And this is a book that they're going to want to hear again and again and again. And it helps
Yes.
them get some familiarity with words and sentences and phrases and all of that good
Absolutely.
stuff. Yeah. So that's great. So has this ignited a writing bug in you? Are you going to be writing more children's books or other books? Tell us about your writing career.
Yes, it actually has. I've got a couple of things on hand, but we do have a second book that's in the works. It's in the illustration phases right now. It's I don't want to give the title away.
Okay. So
But
tell
it
us
is
a little
a
bit of what it's about.
yes, it is a nighttime read, and it is a rhyme, and it basically kind of walks you through the steps of winding down, of getting ready to go to bed and getting your PJs on, and sitting down and reading your books and sipping your milk, and making bedtime a place of safe, peaceful, um,
Like
happiness.
a ritual, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, kids love that, tuck me in, read me a story, say a prayer with me, kiss me goodnight.
yeah,
I
because
mean,
a lot of kids also fear bedtime and they get
yeah,
scared and things like that. So we want to make them feel secure and safe, and that bedtime is a fun, nice time
exactly. Well,
to
that's
do. So,
wonderful. That's wonderful. I think you're really doing a great job with Wyatt, a great job with your writing. You sound like a terrific mom, and I think that spirit of just enjoying these fleeting years, and I'll tell you as a parent whose kids are too old to even list their ages, it does go away and it does end. And they're
yeah,
not this cute little 2-year-old anymore. And, we hear this phrase a lot. They're the best years of your life, but they really are the best years of your life when your children are young and you are their whole world. There's nothing better. There really is.
100% agree.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better.
Great,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
The name of the book we've been talking about today is Where is Wyatt? It is a delightful children's story filled with charm, mischief, and of course, a lot of heart. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time, your wit, your wisdom, and your insight. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.